Guzman on to punt. Low ground ball punt, and Herder's going to let it go. Rolling down to the 25, the 24, and maybe the 23, where the Mustangs will down it.
Well, it ended up working out in North Shore's favor, but it looked like Guzman let that pressure get into his head a little bit on that kick. Tompkins was all out coming for that punt, other than the one man back to receive. And the low line drive punt ends up getting a good roll for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you wonder if, with the punt being that low, the next time that they punt, you just tell everybody on your line, get your hands up. Because that ball barely cleared heads.
And that was punting with the wind as well.
Falcons trying to run the ball here and not getting a whole lot. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Marquis Shoulders is nowhere to run. The 2nd and 10 from the Falcon 24-yard line. 9 minutes, 38 seconds. Clock rolling, second quarter, and the Falcons trailing 13-0.
You could see on that last play, Marquis Shoulders keeping it between the tackles, but a couple of big men up front for the North Shore Mustangs, keeping them right there.
Milrow throwing over the middle. It's complete to the 30-yard line. That was a weird-looking play, as it looked like a different receiver tipped the ball, and it wound up getting caught by a second receiver. Either way, it's a completion to the 31-yard line. The Falcons looking at 3rd and 3.
Just the 4th completion of the game for Milrow. He's 4 for 8 now with just 20 yards.
Matthew O'Gunrin with the reception. Milrow throws it behind his intended target there, Marquis Shoulders, and the Falcons will return the favor on the 3 and out.
And all he needs right there is a decent throw, not even a perfect throw. There was some excellent blocking there on the edge, and Shoulders, all he had to do was catch it, and he had a first down right there. A wide open lane down the sideline, had at least 10 yards to run with the football. That's very disheartening for the Falcons offense.
Hunter Huckabee to punt into the wind, and that ball gets blown straight back, and it's going to roll out of bounds around the Falcon 43, 44-yard line. So that is a 21-yard punt.
And that's going to set the Mustangs up inside Falcons territory at the 44-yard line, it looks like. Excellent starting field position, and the Mustangs going to be looking to go up by 3 scores on this drive.
This is a really tough spot, but a huge spot for the Falcon defense. They can't allow the Mustangs to get up 3 scores.
It was the Falcons defense that stepped up big in the win last week over Cy-Fair with 3 straight defensive touchdowns.
Davis looking left, under pressure, rolling right, pumps, escapes one tackle, and he gets out of bounds at the 42-yard line, so he'll pick up a couple.
Love the discipline there from linebacker Timothy Alatan. A little bit of a pump fake there from Davis as he was scrambling out of the pocket. Alatan not biting on it, knows that his defensive backfield is getting the job done, stays right there to make sure Davis can't go anywhere, just a 2-yard pickup.
2nd and 8 from the 42. Givers to Ford up the middle. And Ford is going to be stacked up after a short gain, might have got a yard.
And senior running back Davion Ford, leading rusher for the Mustangs offense, but listed at number 2 on the depth chart we got this week.
3rd and 7. Davis will throw, looking, firing deep over the middle, wide open. Oh, he knocked the ball out. Is he going to be in? He's in. It's a touchdown for the Mustangs. They say he crossed the plane before the ball was knocked out of his hands. Charles King, the 41-yard reception.
Charles King, the HBU commit, nobody close to him on the field until he got to the goal line. Looked like they had two safeties back deep, but three men for the Mustangs went deep, and we had the two streak routes on the sidelines, and then Charles King with that post route over the middle of the field. And what a great play design right there. Nobody covering Charles King.
Extra point is good. 7:45 to go in this first half. Mustangs in control. They lead it 20-0 over the Falcons at 6A playoff football on Texan Live.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
3 plays, 44 yards, 51 seconds. That was all it took for the Mustangs to get back into the end zone. Demetrius Davis, 41 yards to Charles King. They lead it 20-0 over the Falcons.
And you can see Demetrius Davis and the North Shore Mustangs offense just starting to take this game over. Already 200 total yards and 3 touchdowns for Demetrius Davis. Just 5 pass attempts for 174 yards.
End over end kick. It'll be fielded at the 13-yard line. Across the 20, finds a seam up to the 31-yard line. And they'll give it, let's say, the 32-yard line. So the Falcons take over, needing to score desperately to keep up with this high-octane Mustang offense. They trail 20-0, 7 minutes, 40 seconds to go before the break.
And against the Mustangs defense that's allowed just 14 points through the first 2 games of the playoffs, you need to start scoring right now.
Oh, they'll hand it off up the middle, breaking tackles and getting into the open field. Marquis Shoulders cuts back. It's tripped up by his own man inside Mustang territory.
And you can see right there having some words with sophomore tight end Ogunrin. Got a little bit in his way, tripped up Marquis Shoulders. He wanted a lot more out of that run, but still an excellent game, just what the Falcons needed to get a little bit of momentum on their side of the field.
It's 29-yard pickup, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, for the Falcons from the Mustang 39-yard line. They'll give it to Shoulders again, right side, cuts back, breaks a tackle. He's got the first down, getting to the outside, and he'll step out of bounds inside the 25-yard line down to the 23. It's another first down for the Falcons.
And with that previous 29-yard run, that puts Marquis Shoulders over 1,000 yards on the season. What an excellent season he's had, adding 15 touchdowns on the ground. And needs a big game, needs to continue this run he's going on here on this drive.
9 carries, 53 yards so far from Marquis Shoulders. 1st and 10 from the Mustang 23. Here's another handoff. Shoulders inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Picks up 5 more.
And you can start to see Shoulders now starting to stay inside the tackles a little bit more. Maybe early on in this game, they're going with those swing passes and the stretch plays outside the tackles, maybe softening up the inside of this defense a little bit, and it's paying dividends right now for Marquis Shoulders running right up the middle.
2nd and 5 from the 18. Milrow under pressure, steps up, now fires, looking for Shoulders. It's complete to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Excellent play call right there. Marquise Shoulders, they faked it to him. After 3 straight plays, Shoulders going right up the middle. They fake another run up the middle, and then Shoulders comes out on the wheel route, hitting him a perfect pass just over the head of Josh Garrett into the end zone. Touchdown Falcons.
18-yard touchdown pass from Milroe to Shoulders gets the Falcons on the board. We'll take a quick timeout here. 20-6, extra point pending. Mustangs lead the Falcons at 6A playoff football on Texan Live.
Let's get to it, America, because joy doesn't just happen. You make it happen. And during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're helping you make even more joy. Come get the best deals of the season with offers on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. Everything you need to make the holidays brighter than ever. That's how we're making joy this season. How will you? Now get $13,955 in savings on Expedition or 0 for 72 plus $2,500 on Explorer at your Texas Ford dealer.
3 plays, 68 yards, 1 minute, 22 seconds, and the Falcons are finally on the board. Jalen Milroe hits Marquise Shoulders for an 18-yard touchdown. Hunter Huckabee on for the extra point. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 6:18 to go in this opening half. Mustangs lead the Falcons 20-7.
I think that Ford's doing an excellent job.
I have a standard model, so I was really shocked with how many features are actually on it.
The remote control start and the Ford Pass app is one of my favorites.
I think the hands-free is the most important thing for me. We love the Apple CarPlay. The wireless is great. I can talk to text, I can answer phone messages. Anything I can do with my phone, I can do safely in a hands-free way.
Drive Expedition with $13,341 in savings at your Texas Ford dealer.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Fans, if you want to connect with us on social media, you can follow us on Twitter at Texan_Live. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Texan Live, all one word. And you can always find your favorite highlights and contents on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search Texan Live. And the ball blowing off the tee on Hunter Huckabee. Short end-over-end kick held up by the wind. Fielded at the 33-yard line by Jalen Bailey. And the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go before the break. They lead at 20-7. Well, they'll spot them back at the 32, so they get a yard stolen from them.
And you can see the senior Huckabee having a lot of trouble with the wind in this quarter. Suddenly kicking into the wind now. Back-to-back good starting field position here from the Mustangs. They started on the Falcons side of the field last time, this time here at the 32.
Davis will hand it off up the middle. Lots of room, 1st down and more. Getting close to midfield. Rashad Johnson with the carry.
The sophomore and the big man listed at 5'9", 210. Rumbling up the middle for a 1st down.
17-yard pickup, 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line as we get under 6 minutes in the 1st half. They'll give it to Johnson again. Pushing forward. Down to the 43-yard line.
Like the way this sophomore is running, using that size. A lot of downhill running in his first 2 carries of the game, picking up good yardage. Now 28 yards on the game.
2nd and 2 from the 43. Davis, quick throw to the left, complete, 1st down. Banks makes a guy miss inside the 30 and steps out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And that'll move the chains once again for the Mustangs.
And Banks just makes it look easy, doesn't he? Out there one-on-one on the sideline. Doesn't even look like he puts that much effort into sidestepping that defender, picking up extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 28. Quick throw. Banks again on the left side. Down the sideline. He's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. 28 yards.
And that whole drive for the Mustangs looked easy. It looked like they were in cruise control right there. A couple of easy screen passes for Demetrius Davis out to Shad Banks, letting him and those outside blockers finish off the job in those last two plays, taking it 43 yards for a touchdown.
Second touchdown of the day for Banks. Extra point is blocked and no good. 5:13 to go in this first half. Mustangs 26, Falcons 7. The 6A playoff football on Texan Live.
Give the gift of fun to everyone on your list with in-store assembly and free curbside pickup. Merry Christmas from Academy Sports and Outdoors.
4 plays, 68 yards, 1 minute, 5 seconds on the drive. Capped off by a 28-yard touchdown pass from Davis to Banks. The Mustangs lead it 26-7. Fans, if you have a product or a service you'd like to promote, Texan Live has a wide range of advertising opportunities with flexible plans that'll fit any budget. Reach millions of viewers across our entire platform or choose a more targeted approach aimed at specific districts or games. Promote your brand, get involved in your community by advertising on Texan Live today. For more information, email sales@texanlive.com or visit us online, texanlive.com. Guzman, short end over end kick, fielded at the 15. Across the 20, 25, cuts it back, picks up a block across the 40. Stutter step up near midfield. And a big return for the Falcons. Josh McMillan with the return.
It's about 35 yards on the return. And I think that's going to be the second best starting field position for Tompkins tonight. They started on North Shore side of the field at the 42-yard line. Ended up going a 3 and out, looking for a better result on this drive.
First and 10 for the Falcons from midfield. McMillan in motion. Milrow under pressure, dumps it off complete, and hit right away. And that's going to go for no gain.
Mustangs read that the whole way. Knew that it was a little bit too easy getting through the line at Aaron Brown and Milrow's face, but the rest of the defensive line staying back. Knew they were setting up that screen pass right there in the face of the receiver as soon as he caught the football. No gain on the play.
Second and 10 from midfield. Clock rolling under 4.5 minutes to go in this first half. Shoulders up the middle. Spinning his way forward to the 43-yard line. He picks up 7. 3rd and 3 coming up. Give us to Shoulders, and he's not getting very far. Might have got a yard, and that's it. Corey, are you in 4-down territory here?
Absolutely. With 26-7 game, you're coming up on halftime, 3.5 minutes to go. You're going to get the football back after halftime. I am absolutely going for it on 4th down. Plus, you got the wind in your face right here, but it looks like they're not going to heed my warning here, and they're going to bring out the punt team.
Hunter Huckabee punting into a very strong wind. Shad Banks deep for the Mustangs. Phone, it's for you. It's a fake, and there's a whistle blown.
Wow.
Delay of game. They had the fake set up, and they couldn't get it off in time. That is a killer.
Moving them back 5 yards. That's going to bring up now a 4th down and 7. And now I don't think you try it. Man, the worst possible time for a delay of game penalty when you're trying to set up a fake punt. Now they're just going to have to punt this ball away.
Awful penalty there by the Falcons. Huckabee's punt hits a wall in the air and goes straight back. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds about the 33-yard line.
So now
this might be a 17-yard punt.
2:47 left to play in the first half. Mustangs starting right back where they did their last drive, maybe just a yard shy of where they were at the 32, and they had plenty of time to score a touchdown on that last drive, making it look easy, trying to add on another score here before halftime.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs from their own 31-yard line, 2:47 to go before the half. Here's the handoff, spinning forward. Up to the 34 is Brannon Davis. Picks up 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. Falcons have to get a hold here. Here's Demetrius Davis on the quarterback keeper. He's going to be taken down for a loss back at the 30-yard line.
Sophomore safety Caleb Kalamafe, 2nd tackle for loss on the season.
Kalamafe had a pick 6 last week against Cy-Fair. They'll move him back to the 31. It's a 3-yard loss. 3rd and 10. Davis sets up the screen. Here's Banks in the middle of the field. Gets a little head of steam there, and he's up to the 46-yard line with the 1st down for the Mustangs.
And that's what they've been doing all day long with Shad Banks. Just these short passes, just get the ball in his hands and let him do what he does, and he's done it well tonight. 1st down at the 46.
Davis looking to throw, has time, steps up. Now he's got to take it himself, bounces into one of his own linemen, throws it down the field. It's caught! Are you kidding me? Inside the 20-yard line. Charles King gets the jump ball. He floated that up, though. It almost looked like he was throwing it away. And it just barely gets over the head of the defender, and Charles King gets up, high points it, takes it down.
There's a flag down right where the catch was made, but Pat... It looked to me like Demetrius Davis had passed the line of scrimmage and then come back behind it. He was so close to getting past that line of scrimmage.
And the flag is back at the 23-yard line. So this is, where the flag is would indicate it's somewhere in the defensive backfield. This is like in the realm of pass interference, holding, etc. Not, where you normally see penalty for being over the line. That would usually be back more towards the line of scrimmage. So as the Zebras huddle, we'll wait to see what the call is here. 1 and 8 seconds before the half. If it stands, it's a 34-yard reception.
They're pointing back toward the previous line of scrimmage. I think there was a late flag that came in. Maybe a little bit of lobbying over there from Todd McVeigh on the Falcons side of the field. And I think that's what they're going to get him for, is an illegal forward pass.
Because it looked like Davis was going to take off until he ran into one of his own offensive linemen.
And he kind of stumbled back across the line of scrimmage back to his side and then decided to throw the football. But by that time, it's too late. He's already across the line of scrimmage, and you can't throw the ball anymore.
Well, maybe he thought it was like the blue line. He was just he was touching up. He was getting back on sides. So this is an illegal touch.
Illegal touching on the offense. Number 14 went out of bounds and was the first to touch the ball. The 5-yard penalty. and loss of down.
So the penalty is actually on Charles King. He was out of bounds and then made the catch.
Second down.
So he essentially became an ineligible receiver. So illegal touch. It is a huge break for the Falcons.
All right, either way, the Falcons are happy here. They're going to move the ball back to the 41-yard line, a 5-yard loss. And it's going to be second down and 15 now.
John Kay wants some explanations on the far sideline.
Well, it was third down. It was third down and 10 on that play. And they have second down and 15 up there. Should be third down and 15.
Second and 15 from the 41. That's King in motion. Davis to throw. Quick throw off the fingertips of his intended receiver, Jalen Bailey. And incomplete.
Davis staying on the field. Oh, it's third down. I keep thinking it's fourth down. I think that the Mustangs were given a free.
Well, what happened
here
was the pass to Shad Banks was a first down, so it reset. I think they were slow changing the down and distance on the markers. But this is third and 15 from the 41. Davis looking, firing deep over the middle, and it is incomplete. And Jalen Bailey is screaming for a flag. He's not going to get one.
Maybe a little bit of contact back there, but I think it was overthrown enough to where Bailey wouldn't have had a shot at it either way. I think that might be why we see the no flag. A little bit of contact on both sides, though. Maybe just let the kids play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down and 15.
With 56 seconds remaining before the half, the Falcons, who have all 3 timeouts, will get another possession. So far, the Falcons have really only taken that one deep shot the entire first half. And it's going to be a little tougher going into the wind, but do they try to get the ball down the field some? Guzman to punt. It'll roll down inside the 20, and Herter tried to pick it up. He couldn't handle it. It goes out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 48 seconds remaining in the first half. Falcons trail 26-7. They'll have the ball first and 10 at their own 17. They've got all 3 timeouts. But they're going to have to move the ball through the air, and they're going to have to move it in chunks. The behind the line passes, they can't play behind the chains here, Corey. They're going to have to be aggressive.
No, they're going to have to push it downfield a little bit on this drive. It's going to be, like you said, a lot tougher moving back into the wind. The wind's still strong, not quite as strong as it was at the beginning of this game. It's still going to be a lot tougher here.
Milrow on the quarterback keeper to the 20-yard line.
Something you also have to watch out for is North Shore still has 2 of their timeouts. If you get a quick third down here, Mustangs could call a timeout and try to get the football back.
They'll hand it off again. If the plan was we're just going to hand it off or run up the middle, take a knee. Why even bother risking a player getting hurt if you're not really trying to score? It looks like the Falcons are content to just go into the break, down 26-7, get the ball back, go into halftime, and try to figure out what they're going to do against this Mustang team.
And I agree with that first one, just a little bit of a feeler play. If Milrow breaks it for a big run, then you try something downfield on the next play. But once it comes up short like that, I agree, just take a knee and get into halftime and try and come up with something against this North Shore defense for the second half.
At the break, it is the Mustangs 26 and the Falcons 7. We'll bring you all the halftime festivities here on Texan Live. We'll come back with your first half stats and more 6A playoff football on Texan Live.
Panera's new warm grain bowls are full of good, full of flavor, texture, color, full of energy, full of... It's fresh and filling. This bowl is full of good. So you can be too. Try a new Baja or Mediterranean warm grain bowl today. Panera. Food as it should be.
The Galena Park Independent School District is proud to present the 56th line of the award-winning Scarlets of North Shore Senior High School. The Scarlets are under the direction of Mrs. Audrey Taylor and Miss Angela Upshaw. The Scarlet Social Officers are Social Chairperson Jacayla Griffin, Social Chairperson Tatiana Pullins, Historian Alara Jenkins, Secretary Amia Young, Vice President Linda Hermida, and President Abigail Tellez. The Scarlet Military Officers are Junior Lieutenant Bria Murphy, Junior Lieutenant Vinay Mateer, Junior Lieutenant Trinity Armstrong, Senior Lieutenant Nuvis Cordero, Co-Captain Jay Johnson, and Captain Olivia Riojas Bellini. The Scarlet of the Week is Diavian Houston. The Spirit Girl of the Week is Sophia Leonard, and the Officer of the Week is Nuvis Cordero. Tonight, the Scarlets would like to entertain you with a couple of their signature stand routines. Get on your feet and let's hear that Mustang pride as the Scarlets perform to Shout It Out. your hands in the air as we feature the award-winning North Shore Senior High Band and Starlets as they elevate the level of North Shore spirit with the Mustang victory anthem, All I Do Is Win. And now, North Shore fans, get on your feet for your North Shore Senior High School fight song. Principal of North Shore Senior High is Dr. Joe Coleman. Principal of North Shore 10th grade campus is Mr. Kenneth Bryant, and the principal of North Shore 9th grade campus is Mr. David Pearson. The Fine Arts Director of Galena Park ISD is Mr. Sam Harris, and the Superintendent of Galena Park ISD is Dr. John Moore. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the rest of the game. Introducing the 2020-2021 Tompkins High School Crimson Cavalettes. The Cavalettes are under the direction of Rosie Portenberry and Assistant Director Shayna Reinhardt. The social committee members are President May Baylock, Vice President Becca Anderson, Secretary Vicki Clemente, Historian Angie Meza Navarro, Spirit Coordinator and Chaplain Kennedy Taylor. The 2020-2021 line moms are seniors Juliana Jones and Mia Parisi. This afternoon, the Cavalettes will be performing their pom routine to Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. The officers are Junior Lieutenant Kaylee Suarez, Junior Lieutenant Kendall Perez, Junior Lieutenant Maya Pablo, First Senior Lieutenant Clara Burgess, and Captain Reagan Dugosh. Spirit Girl of the Week is Destiny Ellis. Baby of the Week is Brianna Vaughn, and Dancer of the Week is Sophia Rivera. please welcome to the field the Tompkins High School Falcon Marching Band. The Falcon Band is under the direction of Stephen Bond, Dave Singletary, Joe Shirley, Mikey Spooner, Chap O'Regan, Nick Visa, Michael O'Neill, Lauren Lash, and Jewel Patani. Drum majors are Hannah Kirby, Brenna Callahan, Alyssa Smith, Ashley Smith, and Richard Zhang. This afternoon, the band performs some of your favorite seasonal hits, Jingle Bells and Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Attention fans, please remember to wear your face coverings, wash your hands frequently, and maintain at least 6 feet from other family members around you.
Go ahead and be ready for 5 songs. So stand up.
Back at Legacy Stadium, it is halftime. The Mustangs lead the Falcons 26-7. And if you think the score seems a little lopsided, Corey, I think the stats tell a bigger lopsided story.
Yes, they do. We got the half that we were expecting out of Demetrius Davis and then some. But on the other side, Jalen Milroe, 6 for 10, passing the ball, an interception, just 38 yards and an 18-yard touchdown. But Marquis Shoulders had a pretty good half, 11 attempts, 46 yards. But it's been all North Shore Mustangs on the other side. Demetrius Davis taking care of business with 4 total touchdowns.
Yeah, and then, on the receiving end, Shad Banks, 7 catches, 191 yards, and 2 scores. He has been literally unstoppable in this game today, averaging over 27 yards a catch. The North Shore offense has been as advertised, and they have put on a tremendous show. 324 yards of total offense in the first half. The Falcons only 88 yards of offense. Both teams have had 2 penalties. Both teams have had 1 turnover. But the passing yards, the Mustangs 232, the Falcons 38. And, we mentioned this in the first half a bit, Corey. The Falcons took 1 deep shot that Milroe just barely missed his receiver in the first quarter, right after they got the fumble. And we talked about, oh, man, we like that call. You know what? You just got the turnover. Now go for the stick. They have not thrown another pass 5 yards down the field since.
And, they started that drive at the 42-yard line on the Mustangs side of the field. That's twice that they've started with excellent starting field position. Once at the Mustangs 42 and then once right at midfield. Both times, 3 and out and punt. When they've had these opportunities, the Falcons have just not taken advantage of them. And that's something you're going to have to see out of Milroe and the Falcons offense in this second half, as well as somehow finding a way to keep Shad Banks and Demetrius Davis in check. And the most impressive part about Shad Banks' day, 191 receiving yards, I guarantee you about 80% of those are run after the catch. Shad Banks has been doing it with his legs most of all in this game.
Major yak for Shad Banks. One of the other things with the Falcons, their offensive line needs to find a way to account for Aaron Brown and Chris Ross, because those two guys have been living in the backfield this entire game. They've got to find a way to keep a clean pocket for Jalen Milroe and give him time to let some routes develop and take some shots down the field. Throwing everything behind the sticks is not working. Steven Guzman to kick it off. We are underway here in the third quarter. Kickoff fielded at the 32, and there will be no return.
I think the Falcons are just happy to keep possession of that football. A little bit of a mix-up there as to who was going to catch that ball. Ball got caught up into the wind, landed well short of where they thought it was going to. Ended up being the senior running back, Caleb Karanka, coming down with the catch, and they're just happy to have the football right now.
Then Karanka showed why he's not a quarterback as he airmailed it over the referee's head trying to deliver the football. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. At their own 32-yard lines, we start quarter number 3. Falcons trail at 26-7. They'll run it. Right side, Shoulders looking for room. He is across the 35 up to the 36-yard line with a 4-yard gain. Obviously, we're just picking on Caleb Karanka. Terrific kid, but trying to throw the ball with the wind. He probably tried to put a little something on it, make sure it got there, and a little too strong. 2nd and 6. Here's Shoulders, and he's up to about the 38-yard line. Tack on 2 more.
And that's something they started to have a little bit more success with in that first half. Is in that first quarter, they were trying to spread the defense out, go sideline to sideline, going outside the tackles a lot with Marquise Shoulders. They started coming back inside the tackles with him, actually ended up accruing over 40 yards rushing after coming back through the tackles.
3rd and 4, and whole lot of blue jerseys jumping early.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
See, now I appreciate the referee just saying on the offense, because he could have just gone entire offensive line. Nobody got singled out for something everybody did.
I heard it once. One of them said everybody but the center. Could have gone that route as well.
3rd and 9 from the 33. Here comes the blitz. Under pressure, Milroe ducks underneath, takes it down. He's going to run it. He's going to be short of the chains down at the 38-yard line. And the Falcons are going to find themselves on 4th down here, sending the punt team.
Sideline not happy with this 3 and out to start the second half. And that's something we're starting to see a lot from the Falcons offense.
Huckabee's punt bounces at the 18, takes a huge roll and goes into the end zone, and Huckabee disappointed in himself. It goes out the back for a touchback, but the football must be a rock.
An 18-yard bounce.
I mean, that ball skipped high and hard. It picked up speed when it hit the ground. Yeah. That was a much harder bounce, I think, than anybody, including Huckabee, really thought that was going to wind up with. However, the Mustangs will take over their first possession here in the second half. They lead it 26-3.
Got dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the receiving team. Number 20, half the distance from the goal. 1st down.
That's senior defensive back Antonio Harris, called for unsportsmanlike conduct. And that will push the Mustangs back to the 10-yard line.
So I guess the punt ends up working out. They were going to bring it out to the 20-yard line on the touchback, but now pinning them back at the 10-yard line after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Handoff right side, and that is Ford across the 15 up to the 17-yard line, 7-yard pickup. It's like, oh, we got a 10-yard penalty. No problem. We'll just pick up 7 yards on first down. No big deal. 2nd and 3 from the 17. They'll hand it off again. And Ford has the first down up to the 22-yard line.
Nice, easy first down to start their first drive of the second half.
Ford will check out. Brandon Davis checks in. First and 10 from the 22. Here's Brandon Davis. And he's got a first down across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. And the Mustangs making it look easy on the ground. I want everything in my life to be as easy as the last 3 plays have been for the Mustangs.
And we'll probably be seeing a lot of this in the second half with this big lead in the third quarter. The Mustangs keeping the ball on the ground, staying safe with it, running the clock down, trying to get to the end of this game and move on to the regional finals next week. But when they're moving it this well, they might be tacking on a few more scores here.
First and 10 from the 37. Quick throw to the right, complete. That's Banks. Banks finally wrestled out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and that's an 8-yard gain. See it, Banks never goes down on the first hit. Whoever hits him is getting dragged. You don't think of a wide receiver as being a load to bring down. He is a tough tackle.
And
2nd and 2 from the 45.
More run after the catch for him right there.
Handoff. They try to go off right tackle as Xavier Owens looks like he's going to have enough to move the chains. Now Owens is listed as a linebacker. That's his second carry of the day. First and 10 Mustangs from their own 48-yard line. 7:35, clock rolling, third quarter. They lead at 26-7. Here's another handoff, Owens. Into Falcon territory to the 46. Picks up 6 yards. Fans, Texan Live is a division of HS Sports Media LLC. This game may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of Texan Live. 2nd and 4 from the Falcon 46-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. And that is Rashad Johnson. And it looks like he's going to lose a yard back to the 47. Tried to get wide, couldn't get the edge.
Mustangs offense has used 6 ball carriers now, including Demetrius Davis. Doing a good job of keeping fresh legs out there and keeping the ball moving despite that last play. Now 3rd down and 5.
They'll go 2 receivers each side. Davis hands it off. Johnson, first down. Breaks another tackle inside the 25-yard line to the 23. First down, Mustangs.
Rashad Johnson not even listed on our depth chart at running back here, but man, is he having a great day. Before that run, picking up 7 yards per carry, now 10.2 yards per run.
Here's a quick throw. That's King, and King is stopped at the line. Mustangs going a little hurry up there. 2nd and 10 from the Falcon 23-yard line. This time they'll seem to take their time getting the play together. Banks and Amador out wide right. Bailey all by himself here on the near sideline. And Davis will keep it himself. Makes the guy miss up the middle. Cuts back. He's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Demetrius Davis, 23-yard touchdown run.
Taking his picture there at the 10-yard line, Demetrius Davis. What a stop cut right there. Wanted to take it outside to the right. It was cut off by the defensive end. He stops right in his track and jets up the field, untouched, 23 yards for the touchdown. Demetrius Davis with touchdown number 5 on the game, and now over 300 total yards.
Carlos Dominguez, extra point is good. 5:21 to go, third quarter. Mustangs 33, Falcons 7. This is 6A playoff football on Texan Live.
Come enjoy the heart of Katy, Texas, one of the most delightful cities in the Lone Star State. The best part? It's a short drive from Houston and minutes from the Energy Corridor. With places to stay and places to play. Anything you'd like to eat, and an old town charm that can't be beat. Activities and fun for the entire family. Enjoy the best of both worlds in the City of Champions, Katy, Texas. For more information, go to cityofkaty.com.
This game on Texan Live brought to you by Panera Bread. Panera Bread believes in raising, serving, and eating food that's good and good for you. 100% of their food is 100% clean. That means no artificial flavors, preservatives, sweeteners, and no colors from artificial sources. Panera Bread, food as it should be. 10 plays, 90 yards, 4 minutes, 25 seconds. Demetrius Davis, 23-yard touchdown run. Mustangs in full control. They lead at 33-7 over the Falcons. Guzman's kick gets blown back by the wind. It's going to go out of bounds north of the 30-yard line. So I'll mark it at the 33, I believe. Falcons will get possession. You know, we said before the game how points would be at a premium because these were high-scoring offenses. Well, one of these teams...
Kick out of bounds on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty. We'll re-kick.
Oh, they're gonna make them re-kick it. One of these teams on offense has led, has lived up to the billing. The Mustangs have 33 on the board. The Falcon offense has been stuck in neutral, and time is of the essence. They really need to start playing with a big sense of urgency on offense if they're going to have any chance of getting back into this game, let alone challenging to take a lead.
And we've seen it time and time again from Demetrius Davis. With him at the helm, 43-1 are the North Shore Mustangs over the past 3 years. And in big games, Davis just has something inside of him. We can find it and just come alive in those games. And he's showing it off again in this one.
Fielded at the 24, cuts back across the 40. Head of steam, has a blocker. Inside the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Falcons! And on cue, talking about needing a big play. They get the big return here. That's a 75-yard return for a touchdown by Marquise Shoulders.
And that's exactly what the Falcons needed. Can't get that offense going, been struggling all day long. Here they are with a big special teams play, and credit to Josh McMillan, was running with Shoulders that whole way down, still blocking inside the 10-yard line to set up that touchdown return.
Extra point by Huckabee is good. 5:12 to go, third quarter. Falcons back on the board. They trail 33-14. It's 6A playoff football on Texan Live.
Hey, sports fans, don't forget to go to TexanLive.com and vote for our player of the week. You can also go to TexanLive.com and check out our top 10 plays of the week. And if we missed your top play, you can always send it to us at TexanLive@gmail.com, or you can tag us on Twitter at Texan_live.
It's officially 76-yard kick return by Marquis Shoulders for the touchdown. Falcons back on the board. They trail at 33-14.
Well, the Falcons' credit, that's the most that the Mustangs have given up in the postseason so far. In round one over Deer Park, they won that one 59-7, and then 38-7 against another undefeated team in Pearland Dawson. So 14 for the Tompkins Falcons, the most points put up on the Mustangs so far this postseason.
And the Mustangs having a little trouble as somebody had to run onto the field here. They were down a man. Huckabee's kick and overran will go out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Davion Ford running onto the field a little late there, like they didn't know who, they didn't have the right personnel on, and he kind of got, all right, hey, look, you go run onto the field. you go be the last guy.
It looked like they needed a piece of tape, needed to know where to stand. Not sure if he's on the kickoff team usually, but gets the job done right there as he just has to watch that one sail into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Mustangs. 5:12 to go, third quarter. They lead it 33-14. Handoff goes up the middle to the 27-yard line as Davion Ford picks up a couple. And a little extracurricular activity is going on as Ford redirecting one of his linemen. No, big guy. You get back on our side of the field. Don't be getting yourself in trouble here. Last thing you want to do if you're a Mustang is get involved in extracurricular activities, get yourself thrown out of a game that you're winning handily, and have it impact you for a future game.
Right. Mission number one now for the Mustangs is to take time off that clock and just move on here.
And Ford going to be taken down for a loss back at the 25-yard line. And, yes, they're going to get predictable on offense because they're really just trying to run the clock out, being up by 19 points here. But at the same time, the Falcons have to make sure they don't make stupid mistakes that lead to a broken play. They don't take dumb penalties. And their offense then has to hold up their end of the bargain. 3rd and 9. Davis to throw. Here comes the pressure. He steps up, evades the pressure, and drives his way forward. He's got a first down. Are you kidding me? He should have been tackled about 4 times.
And that was Kobe Madriz with the pressure, but it was coming off the blind side of Demetrius Davis, and somehow he senses it back there, knows he has 0 time to throw the football, and jets right up the middle. I am so amazed every time I watch Demetrius Davis play this game.
1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Pumps, throws over the middle. He's got Banks at midfield, and Banks pretty much sits down at the 46-yard line, moving the chains for the Mustangs yet again. So the whole getting predictable, that's out the window. Now they're right back to the usual offense. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs from the Falcon 45-yard line. 3 minutes, 10 seconds, clock rolling here in the third quarter.
Of course, it's still predictable who they're going to throw the ball to, but how do you leave Shadrack Banks wide open if you are the Falcons defense?
Handoff, right side. That is Xavier Owens. He's inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. Second down and 2, ball at the Falcon 37-yard line. Nobody is on Banks. Look at this, he's uncovered. They see it, Banks gets the catch, makes a guy miss. Drags a defender a few yards down to the 25-yard line. And another Mustang first down as Caleb Komalafe with the tackle got taken for a 4-yard ride.
And you called it right there. Nobody on Banks. They saw it, went straight to that screen pass like they've been doing all day long. Charles King even missed the block right there. Left a man wide open, untouched to Shad Banks. And, of course, he sidesteps and makes a miss, picks up the first down.
From the Falcon 25, that is Rashad Johnson off the right side, picks up a couple. Rashad Johnson just looks like a guy you don't want to have to tackle.
He plays like it, too. Downhill running is how he would describe Rashad Johnson.
Dude's built like a Mack truck.
5'9", 210, and he's only a sophomore.
2nd and 8 from the 23. Johnson pushing an offensive lineman out of his way, pushing the whole pile forward inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. That man just bullied 9 people in a pile.
And that was right guard Tyler Edwards. He was looking. Rashad Johnson was patient back there looking for his hole. Took too long to open up, and he finally just said, okay, Tyler, get out of my way. We're going ahead 7 yards. Let's do this.
I will stiff arm the defense. I will stiff arm my linemen. I will stiff arm everyone. Clock rolling, coming up on 40 seconds here, remaining in the third quarter. 3rd down and 3 from the Falcon 18-yard line. Davis pumps, and it's intercepted! Intercepted at the 22-yard line. The Falcons get the ball back, the second turnover of the game by the Mustangs. It's intercepted by Justin Bevrot, his first interception of the year. And Corey, he just read that one.
Well, they've done it so many times. They went back to that screen pass to Shad Banks, and finally Bevrot has had enough of this. He says, you know what? I know exactly where you're going with this football. Steps up, and he was there before the ball left the hand of Demetrius Davis. He decides to throw it anyway, right into the hands of Bevrot, and that's the big play they need here in the second half.
They'll run the double reverse option. Milrose stepping up, gets away. Flag on the play. Milrose got the first down, and he gets out of bounds at the 39-yard line, but I got a feeling this is all coming back. Somebody's going to get called for a hold.
It's a jailbreak up front by the North Shore front line, and that was thrown in the area of holding. You're right. I'm pretty sure this one's going to be coming back.
Holding on the offense, number 65, 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That is the left guard, Ethan Vasquez, called for the hold. You know, when you're trying to run that kind of trickery, you need a lot of time, and well, you don't have it. Usually, holding is the next option. 1st and 20, ball at the 16. Quick throw out to the 20-yard line is complete. Lebecci with the reception, picks up 4. And that will do it for the third quarter. The Falcons, if they're going to try to have the miracle comeback, they're going to do it into the face of a 30-mile-an-hour wind. As the fourth quarter will get started when we come back. Mustangs 33, Falcons 14, 6A playoff football on Texan Live.
Clean food. Words you don't often hear. Words we at Panera live by. Because clean food is food as it should be, with no artificial flavors, preservative sweeteners, and no colors from artificial sources. We think clean food tastes better, feels better, does better. 100% of our food will be clean by year's end. Every bite will be food as it should be.
Fans, if you want to connect with us on social media, you can follow us on Twitter at Texan_Live, on Instagram and Facebook at Texan Live, all one word. You can also find all your favorite highlights and content on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search Texan Live. Start of the fourth quarter. Falcons, 2nd and 16 from their own 20-yard line, now going into the wind. Milroe will throw. Sets up the screen. It's complete. Looking for room on the near side. Oh, there's a late pop there, and no comments from any Zebras as Shoulders is out of bounds. Back at the 21-yard line, he picks up a yard.
And the Falcons going back to trying to spread this defense out sideline to sideline. It has not worked all game long, and for some reason they bring it out here on a 2nd down and 16. They really need to start pushing the ball down the field here with Milroe.
3rd and 15 from the 21. Shoulders goes out wide. Milroe steps up, fires, and incomplete. And there comes the late flag. Corey, there was contact. There was significant contact, but that ball was sailing over everybody's head. I don't think he was ever catching it. I'm interested to see if they call this holding or if they call it PI.
It's be a very interesting call here. That's Denver Harris that was on the coverage, and you're right, that ball was way over the head of his intended receiver. But they might say that he impeded his ability to run his usual route there, which would be the area of defensive holding.
Interference on the defense, number 3. That's a spot foul. 1st down.
So the foul is at the 31-yard line, but it's an automatic 1st down. First and 10 for the Falcons, their own 31-yard line. We are 11 seconds into the 4th quarter. They trail by 19.
A little bit of confusion, it seems, as to where to spot this football. They're going to leave it here at the 31-yard line. Still, it's a free 1st down either way.
Milroe to throw, looking, fires, complete to McMillan, up to the 35-yard line. They'll pick up 4. And, that's a long way to throw a football for a 4-yard gain. And a dangerous play call is, defender jumps that route, he's home free.
And we're talking about one of the best defenders in the state of Texas. Denver Harris is number 6 in the state of Texas in the junior class, and he's picked off 6 interceptions this season, so a very dangerous pass right there.
2nd and 6 from the 35, and we've got a false start on the Falcons. And these are just mental mistakes.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
These are the mistakes the Falcons haven't made all year that here, under duress, they're making.
And down by 3 scores, a lot of times it can be, you're just pressing. You're pressing, you're trying to get it all back on one play. You got to get that head start. You got to get ready to block this guy, and you end up getting a penalty, and it hurts worse. You cannot press in the situation. You have to let your offense run.
Milroe looking, has time, hit as he throws it deep, and it is incomplete. Looking for Shoulders. He was double covered. Tell you, I'm impressed Milroe was able to deliver that ball with that much accuracy, because he got drilled as he threw that ball. We're going to have a timeout on the field. This timeout brought to you by the City of Katy. Small town charm, big city convenience. Visit cityofkaty.com to schedule your visit today.
Good ideas catch on fast. Good clean food, even faster. Now delivering for lunch and dinner. Panera, food as it should be.
When I think of Ford, I think of family, reliability, and craftsmanship.
I can go anywhere on this truck. It has the 360 camera, panoramic roof. That's what gives the wow factor. Se lo recomiendo.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Patrick Creighton, Corey Farr with you here on Texan Live. 10 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in this contest. Mustangs in control, 33-14 over the Falcons. Falcons with a 1st and 10. Ball of their own 40-yard line. Here's Shoulders, right side, looking for the edge. He turns the corner, gets out of bounds with 1st down yardage. And not that the official made a big announcement, but on the last play, Caleb Flagg of the Mustangs was called for defensive holding, hence why 1st down for the Falcons. And now we got another penalty.
Got a chop block on the offense, number 56, 15-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
That is the right guard, Nathan Archibald, called for the chop block. And again, the Falcons playing behind the sticks.
Just get that free 1st down. Now a couple of them with defensive holding. They had a pass interference call earlier, and now giving 15 yards back to the defense here with the chop block. 1st down and 25.
From the 25. Milroe under pressure. Rolling right, trying to give directions. Now taking himself. Flag comes in. Milroe will slide down at about the 38-yard line, but I think there's going to be another hold against the Falcons. This is all coming back. Falcons are just digging themselves a hole they can't get out of.
And Chris Ross has certainly given him the shovel. He got back there once again in the face of Jalen Milroe. And I think the Mustangs are going to decline this penalty.
On the offense, number 51, that penalty to decline, be 2nd down.
It's going to stay 2nd down and 25.
Dylan Irwin, the center, flagged for the hold, but interesting. You know, I think I'd push him back. You know, they'd have to punt into the wind. I'd push him back as far as I could.
I think they're going to have to, because Milroe actually picked up yardage on that play. So the ball wouldn't be spotted at the 25-yard line. It would be closer to the 40. So I think they're going to end up going back and accepting this penalty.
Yeah, John Kay's out there having a conversation with the officials.
They spotted the ball at the 25-yard line, but Milroe actually did pick up yardage on the scramble.
And Todd McVay's looking for an answer. He's all the way out by the numbers. He's now past the numbers. And they're going to have to move him back. They're going to have to accept it.
I think what Coach Todd McVay is saying is they've already declined the penalty. They can't go back and accept it after the fact, but they were unaware that the ball would have been moved up 12 yards.
On the offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
1st down and 35 from the 15-yard line.
They got to get it all the way to midfield here for a fresh set of downs.
Into the teeth of the wind. They'll hand it off. Lot of room up the middle. This is going to be foot race time. Shoulders turns it on. He gone. Touchdown Falcons. 85 yards from Marquise Shoulders. That's one way to make up 1st and 35.
Well, forget midfield for the 1st down. Marquise Shoulders says, I'm going all the way. And now after the big kickoff return, Marquise Shoulders is carrying this team on his back, desperately trying to get them back into this ball game. 33-21 now if they can make the extra point.
This is called college tape. Incredible play by Marquise Shoulders. And, you know, Corey, you mentioned this earlier in this half. The Falcons may have found a little something up the middle, you know, when they're running between the tackles. They're going to go for 2 here.
When you go 85 yards untouched up the middle, yeah, I'd say you got something going up the middle right here for the Falcons offense.
And timeout
Tompkins
called by the Falcons. And Todd McVay is furious. 10:07 to go, fourth quarter. Falcons now within 2 scores. It's 33-20 pending the extra point. It's 6A playoff football on Texan Live.
Panera's new Baja Warm Grain Bowl is full of good, full of tasty, good-for-you ingredients, fresh and filling, so that you too will be full of good. Try our new warm grain bowls today. Panera, food as it should be.
4 plays, 74 yards, 2 minutes, 19 seconds on the drive. Marquise Shoulders, 85 yards to the house. As the Falcons get to within 2 scores, it's 33-20. Now, they had lined up for a 2-point conversion, then called timeout. They will come back out and line up for a 2-point conversion. Milroe to throw. Looking left, fires open. 2-point conversion is good. Matthew O'Gunrin with the reception. And the Falcons are within 11. It is 33-22. And Corey, we talked what would it take for the miracle comeback. Well, let's start with an 85-yard touchdown run.
And it started a few minutes ago as well with the same player, Marquise Shoulders, with the kickoff return for a touchdown. And then an excellently designed play on the 2-point conversion. They go trips to the left side, and the tight end O'Gunrin just kind of gets lost in there, ends up wide open in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, 33-22, and we have ourselves a ball game here with 10:07 left to play in this regional semifinal game.
Fans, if you have a product or a service you'd like to promote, Texan Live has a wide range of advertising opportunities with flexible plans to fit any budget. You can reach millions of viewers across our entire platform or choose a more targeted approach aimed at specific school districts or games. Promote your brand and get involved in your community by advertising on Texan Live today. For more information, email sales@texanlive.com or visit us online, texanlive.com. Huckabee, onside kick. Shad Banks will fall on it at the 48-yard line. So they try to get the onside kick. They don't get the big hop. And, you know, if you're going to kick the ball at somebody, Shad Banks, not the guy to kick it off. I'd say his hands are pretty good. Like, find a linebacker.
Literally anybody else on the field. Just keep it out of the hands of Shad Banks. I don't care if it's the kick team. I don't care if he's on offense, defense. Just keep the ball away from Shadrick Banks.
Find somebody wearing like a 50-something or 70. Not the guy wearing number 2. Mustangs, 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Falcon defense absolutely needs a stop. Split backfield. Davis will hand it off here. They try to run the same reverse option. It gets to Banks, the 40, makes a guy miss. First down and more inside the 35 to the 32, and they run the exact same play the Falcons tried to run on their last possession, only the Mustangs execute it, get the first down, and it's Shad Banks yet again with the big yardage.
Well, John Kay borrows Todd McVay's playbook for one play. Well, that play's a lot easier to run if you had Shad Banks out there catching the football. And once again, what an excellent move, sidestepping Caden Walsh. I feel like we've been talking about it all day long, but wow, this kid can play football.
Handoff left side inside the 30 is Brandon Davis to the 29-yard line. Picks up 3 on the play. Hey, you get a big play on offense. You're hoping to carry over some of that energy on defense. First play is 20 yards on a trick play. 2nd down and 7 from the Falcon 29-yard line. Here's Brandon Davis up the middle again, inside the 15, cuts back inside the 10 to the 5, and finally taken down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Mustangs coming up.
And you can see the Falcons trying for that big play. They need a big play right here, and they're trying for it. Drew Polidor, the Air Force commit, going for the strip right there instead of the tackle. Ends up costing him about 7 yards, but you like to see that. The Falcons trying to get that football back at all costs here, down by 11. Now under 9 minutes to play in the game.
1st and goal from the 3. Demetrius Davis keeps it himself to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And boy, did